I'm very open with the fact that I've struggled with mental health for over 20 years. On the 20th of August 1999, I was involved in a very serious road traffic accident where I was initially pronounced dead on the side of the road. I then spent nearly 4 weeks in a coma in intensive care fighting for my life. My family were told that from the scans they could see that I had severe brain damage, so be prepared that if I did wake out of my coma, I wouldn't be able to recognise my friends, my family, or walk talk ever again. So I woke out of my coma. I remember who people were, luckily, but they told me I would never walk again and I'd be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. So I proved the doctors wrong. I learned to walk again. So the physical injuries I had were horrendous, as you can imagine, but the worst things for me were the emotional effects the brain injury had on me, which lasted for many, many years after the accident. Living with a brain injury doesn't just impact the person who obviously has the brain injury, but it also affects everyone around them as well. Family, carers, the wider relationships can be changed also as well. If you spoke to my mother, she would say that, I changed after my accident. My mother and my father, they all said, my brothers even, they all said I changed after the accident. I became quite quiet, I suppose, moody, short-tempered, irritable. And even if you spoke to my son, he would say exactly the same. With him growing up, he saw some mood swings now and again, irritable person, short-tempered. There's still a stigma around mental health. It's moving in the right direction, it's getting there. Not knowing where to ask or where to go for help is difficult, really. And they say, everybody needs to talk, getting things off your chest. And I struggled. I didn't talk on my accident for 20 odd years. And, because I didn't really know where to turn to or who to speak to about it. And it's quite very isolated. You feel very alone. Changes to mental health is one of the key themes identified in Headway's biggest ever survey, where thousands of people were interviewed and asked about the impact of a brain injury has had on them and their families. They're going to be used to shape their current campaign, A Life Rewritten. I'm really proud to be involved in the Brain Injury Week. And also Headway, we're going to be sharing the full results of the survey, along with real life stories from some amazing people I got to have the privilege of talking to as part of this current campaign. By having these conversations, acknowledging the mental health implications of a brain injury, we could help people a lot sooner. Myself personally, I denied counselling after my accident because I assumed I would see somebody in a white coat, they would judge me, psychoanalyse me, I couldn't relate to them, so I refused counselling basically. And then 15 years after my accident, I went for counselling. And the person I saw was amazing. She was a fantastic counsellor. And I wish I'd opened up sooner, really, and talked to somebody a lot sooner than I actually did. But I didn't really know where to go. I wish at the time I'd known, obviously, about Headway. Headway, the Brain Injury Association, are a nurse-led national helpline. They're available Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. But you can also leave a message at any time. I wished my family and I had known about Headway sooner so we could have got the help and the support we needed. Help me and help others by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's break this stigma and help people have a better life. They deserve to have a better life. So, just share the video to as many people as possible and let's make a difference to this planet. Cheers, guys.